Hi, I'm Bobby, and today I'm going to show you how to build the Poang armchair from IKEA. So let's open it up and see what we got. Alright, so you're going to find this little wavy piece here. It looks like a little wave. And you see this top part here, this is going to be called the top part. It's like flat edge here, that's called the top part. Remember that for later. And this part here that has like a little cutout part, that's considered the bottom part here. Alright, so next you're going to want to find these four little pieces that look kind of like an arch. They curve a little bit here. And then you're going to want to save the one that's Velcro for later. I'm going to tell you why in the next step. Alright, so next you're going to want to grab one of your plain arch pieces, like the one without the Velcro, and your wavy piece here. And you're going to want to make it so this part here, the little cutout there, is facing up. And then you see there's two sides on this thing. There's the side with the bigger screw and the one with the smaller screw. You don't want to put the one with the smaller screw in the one with the little hole that's here like this, just like that, alright? And then for the second one, from the top, this is where you're gonna find your Velcro one. Again, with the smaller screw here and the bigger screw on the outside. You're gonna want to put it here. And you're going to put the last two the exact same way as the first two here in these last two parts. Just like that. And then right after you do that, you can grab your other second wavy piece and you're going to want to put it right on top of all of your first little arched pieces that you already put in. Just like this. Make sure it lines up. I'll perfect it and you're done. Alright, so next you're going to want to grab these, there's thicker screws too, but you want to grab the 8 of the thinner screws. There's only 6 of the thicker screws. You want to grab the thinner ones. And you want to grab this little Allen key that they give you, and then you're going to want to screw it into all the holes here. See you when it's done. Alright, so next you're going to want to find this little seat piece here. And you're going to want to find the top part here is right after this curve. And you're going to want to put it on right here just like this. And you're going to grab one of the thicker screws and your Allen key. And you're going to want to screw it in like this through the hole. And grab a helper and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so next you're going to want to find these two arch pieces that came they were wrapped up inside the seat with these other parts of the seat. And you're going to want to put them through this little sleeve here, just like this. And as you can see, there's little slots cut out for them. And then you're going to want to grab the remaining 4 of the thicker screws and your Allen key, and then you're going to screw them in. Alright, so next you're going to flip your chair down like this. And then you're going to grab one of these long, big, curvy pieces like this, and I'll tell you what's to happen next. Alright, so next, to know which side of the chair this part goes on, you're going to look on one side, and you see this one has 8 holes on this side, and that is going to face the inside, so like the seat. So in my case, this will be on the right side of the chair, but yours might be on the left too, or right. Alright, so next you're going to want to find the 2 of the shorter screws, not the longer ones. You're going to want to find these 2 little connector pieces here, and 2 of these flat washers. Alright, so next you're going to grab this little connector piece here, and there's a hole here by the bottom of the seat here. You're going to put the connector piece in, one on each side. And then you're going to want to grab this big piece again. You're going to want to put one of the shorter screws that we just grabbed earlier right through the hole on the top part of the big part. And then you're going to want to put the little washer here on the other side of the screw. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to line this up here. So over here, there's this little top hole here. You're going to want to put this connector piece right into the top hole here. Just like that, and you're going to want to push this down a little bit. Might need to pick this up, and then you're going to want to put the screw in here, and after you're going to tighten that up, just do the same thing for the other side. See you when it's done. Alright. Alright, so next you're going to want to grab your two little support beams here. And they both go at the bottom of the chair here. And there are two holes here, one on each side of it. And they're going to be facing up. Well, actually down if the chair was right side up. But in this case, they're going to be facing up. And you're just going to want to put it right here at the end of this piece here. And you're going to want to just tap it lightly with your hands until it fits snug. I'm going to show you what those holes are for later. And the second one goes right here. See it when it's done. Alright, so here, I like to do things a little bit more tricky here. Because the other way it takes a bit longer. So you're going to need to like undo this part here. And then push these parts out just a little bit. Not too much so it falls off. And then just enough so that you can wedge this piece in between here. And make sure these holes that were on this again here are facing the back of the chair this time. Not up the back of the chair. And then after, you're just going to want to wedge this piece back in. It's a little tricky. So once you get the hang of it, and then just make sure you remember to do that top piece again. Alright, so next you're going to want to grab these last four little pieces that we're going to call nuts today. And these last four screws for the next step. Alright, so now you're going to want to grab the little nut here. And the one side has a notch. That's the top of the nut. So now you're going to want to put it in the hole. And you see this little hole that's already in this notch here, or in the nut here? You're going to want to line that up with the hole that's in the chair. And you're going to want to put that in there as closely as you can. And you're going to want to put the screw in. You don't want to tighten it with the Allen key yet. You just want to tighten it a little bit by hand. If it does go, that means your thing here, the nut is in the right spot. And if it doesn't start turning, that means that you just need to pivot it a little bit until it does. So now you're, once you've finished just loosely tightening those all, you're going to want to go with your Allen key and you're going to want to tighten those while holding this a little bit so it just tightens a little bit easier here. And yeah, just going to want to make sure they're all nice and snug and yeah, see it when it's done. Alright, so all that's left to do is to grab your little seat cushion here and put it on. As you can see, there's also a little piece of Velcro here that lines up with this one. That's what that's for. So now your seat can be held nicely by that. So now all that's left is to sit down, have a nice seat.
Like if you found this video useful. And if you want, consider subscribing. Also be sure to put on the notification bell to be noticed when we put on new videos.